Today's workout is EMOM 15. So every minute on the minute for 15 minutes. Minute number 1, you're gonna go for 10 dumbbell clean and jerk. So down to the ground, up to the shoulder, and overhead. Then other side, up to the shoulder and overhead. Make sure you're not doing a snatch. Make sure you're stopping at the shoulder and going overhead. So 10 total reps. The next minute is going to be a 30 to 40 second hollow hold. So down in the position just like this, holding that for 30 to 40 seconds. If that becomes too challenging, you can get some assistance by helping with the knees, trying to get yourself into that hollow banana shape. Minute number 3, 10 push-ups. You can do these off of a box if you need to, or off a bench. Do it off the floor, 10 strict push-ups. So depending how good you are at these movements, you might have to cut the reps back or add a few reps to make it a bit more challenging. Ideally, it takes you 20 to 30 seconds of work if they are heavy, but feel free to ramp it up a little bit. This should be somewhat challenging, so adjust the reps as needed to get you the right feel for that. If you have a barbell at home, what you'll be doing instead on the 15 minutes, still every minute on the minute, is a power clean. So from the ground, up to the shoulders, back to the legs, then a hang power clean, and then 2 push jerks. All right, doing that every minute on the minute. So you won't be maxing out in that complex, but build is something that allows you to keep moving sustainably through those 15 minutes. You can start a little lighter and work your way up in that if you've got a bunch of different plates. Otherwise, stay with a weight that you can really work on your technique with on that today. Part B, 5 rounds for time of this right here. So get outside and do a 400-meter run. So that should take you around a minute 40 to 2 minutes-ish, depending how good you are with running. But that's kind of the target for this. If you have a rower at home, guys, will be a 500-meter row. Ladies, a 400-meter row. If you can't run or row, grab a bike. Go for a bike ride around the block or something as well in place of that. Again, it should be taking you about maybe 2 minutes-ish if you are getting out there on the bicycle. 10 handstand push-ups. All right, you got a spot for that. And remind you, if you're gonna be using like a painted drywalled wall, maybe put something, hang a piece of cardboard or something on there so you don't have heel marks on your wall, unless you just don't care, which also is pretty cool. If you're not doing handstand push-ups, sitting on your bum, 10 reps per arm of L-seated dumbbell press. And then the last movement is pistols. So you can do that single leg squat, going down just like this, taking it down to the bottom. If you're not comfortable doing that on your own without something behind you, find something that's appropriately challenging. Stand on one leg, take yourself down, stand back up. Really watch that your knee doesn't fall in. Keep that knee driving out, regardless of which version of the pistol that you do. So once you're done, 10 of those. If you're using a stool like this or something that's not very low, do a few extra reps. Even take that up to 20 reps, so it's 10 per leg. Ideally, a round of this should be taking you about 3 to 4 minutes-ish if you're challenging yourself appropriately. So if you're getting that done way too quick, throw in a couple extra reps to make that properly challenging. And your score today is the time it takes to complete 5 rounds. So get after it, guys, get sweaty, and have some fun.